I was just a dope fiend living on the streets. And today I have my own house. I'm saving up hopefully next May to buy a house. What? I mean, it blows my mind. My name is Jessica Wagoner, and I've been sober for 3.5 years. I was using drugs, and CPS had stepped into my life. I'd gone to jail a few times, and I was running from CPS, to be honest with you. New Braunfels had a really good school district, so we found our way here. We were living in a hotel. I was still using drugs very heavily, and the school called CPS on me, and they showed up at my hotel and took my son on August 28, 2022. That's the last day. That's my sober date. I've never picked up drugs again. It sucks that it took me losing him to be able to get my life together, but through working the steps, I have come to be grateful, because they were a shift in my life that made it to where I'm now a positive influence for my son. My son was in a foster family here in New Braunfels. He was 6 at the time. I was getting supervised visits. I had managed to get a new caseworker, and because the reason why I chose Alpha Home is because they would bring him to San Antonio so I could still have weekly visits with him. But they said that if I went to a house with a women and children's spot, that they would start the transition of me getting him back. So when I got accepted to Javale, I had to pay rent for a women and children's spot, even though I didn't have him, to be able to secure that spot for when they did transition that back for me. I was struggling to find a job, and at that time I was having to pay the rent for a women and children's spot so that I could hold my spot, because CPS had told me if I went to sober living that they would start the transition of getting me my son back. And so I was willing to do whatever I had to do, and it got to where a month in and I still didn't have a job, and they were kind of, you have to pay your bills or you can't have a place to stay. And so I found out about Pay It Forward. It was actually a really easy thing to do. I got online, I put in an application, we got approved. And that was a very happy day, because I knew that I was gonna be able to stay in Oxford, because the next Sunday we had our meeting and I was gonna get expelled because I didn't have the money. They paid for me a month of rent. After Pay It Forward, I was able to get a job. I found out about this program called TBRA, and so I applied for it. And honestly, they said I had a wait line of forever, and I had forgotten about it. And then after I celebrated my 2 years of sobriety, I got a call saying that I had gotten approved and that I needed to come in and fill out the paperwork. And life is amazing now. I had that program for about a year. During that year, I got promoted at my job, and so I now make too much money. Wah, whoa, man, darn it. But so I lost the assistance, which is okay, because I'm still able to pay all my bills. I'm still able to take care of my son and all of the extras that he requires and wants. Life is really good today, and I couldn't be prouder of where I'm at. And that's crazy to say. I never thought I'd be proud of myself, and I can proudly say that I am today. Receiving Pay It Forward made it possible that I could get my son back. It made it possible that I could have the life that I have today. Without Pay It Forward, I don't know where I'd be. I don't know if I'd still be sober. I know that Pay It Forward, it was just 1 month's rent, but that 1 month's rent has changed my life dramatically. It made it to where everything I've accomplished since then possible.